Hey, what's going on? I'm your host, Mr. Wonderful Will. I hope everybody is having a great day. I just want to quickly give a commentary about a NFL football player named Quiero. Mr. Quiero has did a bad thing, and the bad thing he did is made a very bad derogatory remark about Jill Scott, in which he received a lot of backlash, and backlash from her fans and other people. And man, and he has stirred up an uproar. But first, let's talk about what he said. I just want to read what he said, and this is his quote. And he said a quick quote like this because he took the post down, but I was able to catch this part. And he said, "People are attracted to Jill Scott, and by no means is she ugly. But y'all really sexually aroused by her?" And I know some other things he has said, but of course he took that post down. And of course, as usual, when people do some dumb shit like that, doing shit without thinking, and he had to issue a formal apology, in which this would be his quote also. And he said, "First and foremost, I would like to apologize to Miss Jill Scott. The topic of your beauty should not have been shared over social media for public discourse. There's truly no excuses or explanation to be made. My comments were distasteful and unbecoming of a black man to speak negatively of a black woman under any circumstances." And that sounds so sincere, which I don't believe it is sincere. I believe somebody probably wrote that bullshit for him. Man, what's wrong with people these days? People they just like to just say things to be mean and think and hope they're gonna get a joke out of it. But we'll get back into that in a minute though. But even though he apologized, but I'm just curious, what motivated him to say such an ugly remark like that? I'm pretty sure that Jill Scott doesn't know who this cat is, because this woman hasn't done anything to Kyle Q, but that's what I'm gonna call him, Kyle Q, or she said anything bad about him. I don't know Jill Scott personally, but it can be assumed that she's not that type of person to go out and do something bad. So why would she deserve any type of bad remark like that? For the most part, she remained to keep her personal life private. As far as I know, nothing bad was ever said about her. And I've been listening to her for years. And recently she done something positive, like with her, Erykah Badu. They did a friendly Instagram live challenge, just to entertain the people through this COVID-19 pandemic. Just kind of lift the spirits up, take your mind off it for a few minutes. So those two did something very positive. That was a very good thing they did. And why would she deserve any type of remark about, will you be sexual? Why would people be sexually aroused by her? If she's not your type, dude, shut the fuck up. Just keep it to yourself. But Mr. Kyle wants to let the world know how you feel about her. But I'm not going to bash him too much because, these young people just don't get it. But he needs to understand that he was basically cyberbullying this woman, which he doesn't know this woman personally. I know we all have our preferences on what we want on our potential mate, or how we want how a man to look, or how women want men to look, or how women want I can't get my words, how men want women to look. Excuse me. We all have our preferences, and we have those type of preferences. It's nothing wrong with that. It's quite fine. If you see someone who's not your type, why can't you just keep it to yourself and keep it moving? I'm willing to bet Mr. Kyle would date some airheaded IG model and get her pregnant, and she end up taking a large chunk of his money, and he would be standing looking like a big ass dummy because perception of how he thinks when it comes to someone's look. Yeah, you like to go for those shallow types because you're a shallow guy. But I'm not just saying this to just right directly defend Jessica. She's a strong woman. She can defend herself because she know how to articulate words, and I'm pretty sure if she wanted to, she probably could cut this guy in pieces with her words. But you know, as usual, people like us got to be the bigger person. We just have to be the bigger person, and it just doesn't make any sense to have him go there. Don't have to stoop that low. You know, just like the former first lady said, when they aim low, I guess you got to aim high. But every now and then, you can undercut somebody when they try to come after you, but only if they come after you. But don't be the aggressor, because but it could have been somebody else said some word. You know, something could have been said to another person like that, and you know, word hurts, man. Words can't hurt someone. And to say something like that, especially to somebody you don't know, I just don't get people. And this younger generation, they don't get that. I guess they don't have some sense of morale or some sense of ethics, morals. You know, why would you even? I mean, you know what I keep saying? Why would you even do that? Well, we already know why you do it, because you're immature. You know, sometimes, like I said, it always starts from your house. Dude, people, you know, just like what old folks used to say, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Just keep it to yourself. Yes, I've said some bad things about someone, but I would never, and I've never went on social media or went to a large crowd in a public setting and try to humiliate someone. I keep my thoughts to myself. I don't share it with my friends or anyone else. I might say, well, I'm not digging this person here, so you know, this woman, she's just too this and too that. Nah, I ain't gonna mess with her. I won't do that. But I would just do that, keep it to myself. You know, you have a right to like your likes and don't likes. That's fine. But just publicly go out and do something like that, man, not cool. Not cool at all. It is called cyberbullying, man. You know, like, do you know a lot of people committed suicide being cyberbullied like that? Just like young teenage boys and girls, and that's not girls, it's boys too, being humiliated by students, and they, you know, their peers, going on social media saying horrible things, that this person is a whore, or this person got a small you know what, and try to humiliate someone. Sometimes those words it cuts deep, and it can really destroy someone's life. Folks, have some morals. Have some morals. And I hope Mr. Quiero learned a valuable lesson from this. Let's keep it to yourself, guy. Buddy, I understand. There's some type of chicks you probably don't dig. That's fine. That's your right. But don't go out in public and try to destroy someone like that, or make an attempt. But like I said, Jessica, I don't know her personally, but just how she writes her songs, and I heard her talk. She know how to articulate her words. She know how to use her word, and she's very well spoken. And I'm pretty sure if she wanted to, she can probably have you ready to fight her. But I commend her for being a bigger person, because I've been in a situation like that too, Miss Scott. Stay strong, Queen. And Mr. Quiero, grow up, man. Grow up. But thank you for listening for this quick commentary, and I hope everyone have a great day and a great life and a great week. And always remember, God is love. Love is God. Peace.